Well, hello. Happy Thursday. Okay. I don't think I properly talked about the Tory Lanez versus the state, or the state versus Tory Lanez. Of course, you all know Megan Thee Stallion is connected with it also. It's based on the 2020 incident with she, Tory, Kelsey, and there was a driver present. I believe his name is Quan. Well, as you all know, the most recent news was Tory was convicted. He's found guilty of shooting Megan. Allegedly. I'm going to just say allegedly, even though it's really not, but allegedly. But I just feel that there wasn't any winners in this. There was no winners. I personally thought it would be like a mistrial or a not guilty verdict based on how much doubt was cast during the trial, based on the reports that were given. There were so many twists and turns. And, I'm surprised Tory didn't take the stand, based on how crazy the trial was. But, I've watched enough trials to know that what we out here in the public are thinking is not what the jury is thinking. I know that now. I know many of us were thinking, not guilty or mistrial, but the jury, their minds are totally different. They have more, more evidence and, stuff they can look over than we outside. So, yeah. But, yeah. I'm just going to say, in this situation, you really have to be selective of your friends. This is to Megan. You have to be selective of your friends. Be responsible for your behavior. Take this as a lesson learned. Reflect, make the right choices and decisions, and be honest. Next time, be honest, totally honest from the get-go. As far as Tory, he needs to think about his actions and behavior before he reacts. Because that incident with August Alsina was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. And I can't believe they brought the little boy in the trial. I can't believe they brought the children in there. No children should have been part of that courtroom. But, I'm hearing that being thrown in. Well, my daughter, my son, or, my son, that's always coming up. And I didn't even know he had a son. Well, before you act, think about your son and your family and what you're going to do, in certain situations. Think about that when you're out in the world before you react foolishly about your son and how everything will affect your son and your other family members. That's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to pull back. You can't let your ego take over, or whatever kind of complex you have or whatever. You can't let that take over all the time. Learn how to pull back and think about, okay, if I do this, who will it affect in my life? And I heard, I saw after the verdict, Tory's dad, they say he made outbursts in the courtroom, and then he came outside and, he went off. He went off on, he mentioned Jay-Z and I guess Rock Nation, allegedly. And, I guess he blasted like the judicial system. He felt his son was wrongly convicted, and he spit Tory out. That boy looked, he looked like an older version of Tory. That is definitely his father, y'all. Ooh, y'all got to see that man. I mean, he better never deny Tory. Never. I mean, it's uncanny. But anyway, he kind of made himself look a little, doing all that outburst like that, he kind of made himself look a little crazy. Based on the pattern behavior TL has had, I hope he had that same energy for TL with all this unfavorable behavior that he has displayed. I hope he, had that same energy that he had outside that courthouse. He's doing all that. I hope he's not one of those that were upholding and, supporting all that pattern of behavior. Otherwise, it's kind of embarrassing. That outburst was very embarrassing if you're not doing all that when your own offspring is doing all these, unfavorable things out here, Yeah. But yeah, this case has been going on 2.5, almost 3 years. Oh, it's crazy. I can't believe it's finally over. But they say he'll be sentenced at the end of January. Yeah. And I'm sure he'll appeal. It was just a crazy, wild case, and thank you to the people who covered it. Nick at Night, Armand Wiggins, Millie, and then this IG lawyer for workers or something like that. Tall guy. I watched him. He broke it down in just a few little minutes. He broke everything down. I like watching him. And he's on here now. I don't know what race he is, but anyway. Yeah, he was good. And yeah. Oh, I went over to CTV and Yeah, this lady named, I think Goddess Speaks. She was really good. She seems like she has a good spirit. She broke everything down also. Yeah, well, however it goes, Megan was shot. She was shot by someone. It wasn't the driver, Quan. It was either Kelsey or TL. So, and his peers, the jury, convicted him. Yep. Oh, yeah, they were saying like some text or some kind of voice recording of TL that might have done him in.